What if I told you that these guys right here, that's right, Vince McMahon, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, the WWE, are paying the bills for these guys right here? That's right, that is the Impact roster. You probably think I'm crazy, but that's not it. I'm not crazy. The truth is that WWE is paying for Impact Stars rehab costs. You heard it right. They are definitely paying for the rehab costs for superstars who are not even signed to the company. More on this in this video. That's right. The wrestling giant WWE is paying for the cost of rehab for Impact Wrestling talent. Now, first, before we get to the why, the what, the who, let's talk about rehab. What exactly is rehab? Why do superstars need it? Why is it so important? Why is it such a big deal? Now, let's just get it from WHO's month itself. WHO says that rehab is nothing but a set of interventions designed to optimize functioning and reduce disability in individuals with health condition in interactions with their environment. Now, in layman's terms, rehab basically helps you lead a better life. Now, rehab can be done for, injuries, it can be done for addictions, for substance abuse. Rehab can be for anything which would help you lead a better life, lead an independent life. And WWE is paying these costs for stars that are not even with the company right now. That's right. These guys that you're looking for, if they opt to get paid, get their rehab paid by the WWE, they can definitely do so, even without being signed or without being a member of on the active roster list in the WWE. And why is that? Why is WWE being so nice to them? Why are they going out of the way to really cover the cost of rehab for these people who are not even a part of the WWE? Well, that's because of WWE's former talent drug and alcohol rehabilitation assistance program. Now, this program was basically launched in the September of 2007, and yeah, you figured it out. It has everything to do with Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit, of course, he passed away in 2007 in a terrible way. A lot of people blame it on the steroids. People blame it on the injuries, the concussions. But WWE did receive a lot of negative and a lot of bad PR due to this whole Chris Benoit thing. And that is why they came up with what we now known as the WWE Former Talent Drug and Alcohol Rehab Assistance Program. Now, what this program does is that it helps stars who are dealing with some kind of a substance abuse, who are dealing with some kind of an addiction. It helps stars with that. So this program is available to all the former talents that were once a part of the WWE. They all are eligible to be a part of this program. It doesn't matter where they are at this very moment, if they are on the roster or if they have been signed by some other company. It's just like we said earlier, they are definitely paying for Impact Wrestling Stars a rehab program, and this is just the reason why. So WWE, in its own terms, and I quote, what they say is that the goal of the initiative is to help any former talent that may have a substance related dependency problem. And this goes for wrestlers who may be working for other promotions when they need help. This is in WWE's very own words. They say that the program helps everybody who, no matter if they're part of the company right now or if they were a part of the company in the past, this program helps every single one of them. WWE also sends out a letter. They send out a letter to all the former talent, notifying them on the program, and they also have a confidential hotline where all these former WWE superstars can actually call and they can seek admittance to the certified treatment center with all the costs A to Z is covered by the WWE. Apart from this, WWE also maintains a very regular contact with the talent who have entered the rehab program, or they have reached out to the WWE for the same. Now, this is an interesting part. Now you know that okay, WWE definitely helps the former talent in some way, every way possible. If they have some kind of a dependency, if they cover the cost, all the rehab is covered if they were once a part of the WWE. Now, what does that mean for AEW superstars? Does that mean that WWE stars who are now part of the AEW, are they also covered? Does WWE also pay for stars who are in AEW right now if they want rehab? That does WWE also cover that? Well, technically, according to the program and what it states, they should be covering it. That's just what the program states. That's the whole guidelines to it. It doesn't matter which promotion you're signed to. If you were a former WWE superstar, you were eligible to be a part of the program. That's what it states. We don't know if any AEW superstar has actually opted to seek help from the WWE, but we know that Impact stars have, and Impact stars are being, their treatment cost is being covered by WWE. We haven't heard of anybody from AEW who's actually, opted for this very program. We do know that John Moxley is currently seeking help. He is undergoing rehab for his alcohol addiction problems. Now, that is all we know. We don't know if the program costs are covered by the WWE, which technically, according to the program guidelines, they should be. There should be no bias. If they're signed to AEW, it will not be covered. In 2007, AEW did not exist. Now it does, and it's a very big competition to the WWE. So we understand that if they want to go back on the words and maybe, enter a clause or an exception, maybe they'll do that in the future. But at the time of John Moxley's or Dean Ambrose's release, I don't think that they had such a clause which said that any promotion except for AEW. So AEW superstars, as of now, it does look like they're also covered. They're also eligible to be a part of the program. We don't know if anybody is seeking help. We don't know if anybody has reached out to the WWE to be a part of this very program. Now, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new today that you did not know about this before, make sure to subscribe to Wrasslinews for regular news updates, and we will be back every time there is a breaking news coming up. This is Raz Singh, and I will see you very soon. Thank you.